Andrew Tate a real nigga?
Crypto's a lie, bro.
She's just trying to pump her bags. She's trying to pump her bags. 5 years.
Yeah, it's BTC and ETH, but bro, remember there was a time where Ripple was number 2.
Bro, fuck off. I don't even mention Ripple in this statement.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto Flip. Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. And before we get into the real meat and matter of what's been going on with the crypto markets, we are definitely going to look at what you degens have been doing in the space. So let's have a look at some crypto confessions. I have been working at an L1 that has partaken in so many unethical and illegal activities, yet we've raised so much that whistleblowing at this point is out of the question. If I want to keep my head, let alone ever be hired again, for now, I'll keep that head down and continue to build. Once we launch, I'll dip with whatever I made and never look back. What do you man make of that?
Man, whistleblow without whistleblowing, man. Like, this is mad. This is actually wild. See, you know how, like, all the ETFs that's been going on, BTC aside, ETH is obviously got its own ETF now, and the speculation is obviously Solana's next, and so on and so forth. When you said this is a L1 project, my mind first went to, is it Ripple? I don't know, is Ripple L1? Okay, cool.
That's
and then what else could it be? You know what I mean? Is it maybe it's a new project that's currently raising? But what I'm trying to say is that institutional investors come in, and what they kind of hang their hat on mostly is like, when they look at L1 that are doing well, L1 that have the ability to be able to scale up and be adopted by developers. And for this L1 to basically be downright, basically scamming people, man, like, it's wild. It is wild. Like, we'll talk about meme coins, rug pulling. And now L1s, there's so many L1s in this world. I can't count on this podcast how many L1s exist in the cryptocurrency space, but for an L1 project to be literally, they have no roadmap, no direction, don't know what the hell to do, just raising fun for the fun of it. It's scary because it goes to show, like, shiny objects are not necessarily the best object, and that's why people always gravitate towards Bitcoin, because at least they know Bitcoin is tried and tested. Bitcoin has been there for years and years and years, and then it's still going. So this is just crazy for me. Like, it's crazy for an L1 to be this corrupted. And my man basically whistleblowing without whistleblowing. Yeah, it just goes to show that there's no real safe investment. You can't tell me, oh, this is for sure a safe investment. I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket. And then you probably get wrecked out. We don't know what this L1 is. I can speculate all day what it is. It could be Ripple. It could be a lithium. It could be...
It's Ripple, man, bro. It's XRP, bro. XRP always got the fucking wildest issues, the wildest things going on. Like, bro, I bet the SEC is gonna rule in Ripple's favor, and then we're gonna actually find out they're gonna like mint twice the amount of tokens, and then the fucking market cap's gonna half. Bro, Ripple's dead. Anyway, all right, fair enough. My opinion on this though is, bro, crypto's all a lie.
Fool. Hey,
bro,
easy.
Nah,
people
bro,
that's a strong word, you know.
Easy.
I'm gonna have to put you man on about something that I heard.
Okay, go on.
I think I told you a lot, but let me reiterate this, bro.
Go on.
There are companies, yeah. So we know stable coins. We know USDC is a stable coin backed to $1. Bro, I know companies out there that have the ability to mint stable coins, bro. They can mint USDC on demand without pegging it to $1. Crypto's a lie, bro. You go online, you read all these things, and you just see these mad lies.
Or you mean a random company is able to mint USDC?
No, I mean a random company.
So
and
if
I
you wanted
give
to
you the name of some random companies, like
Wait,
Zero X. Zero X.
What about you? What about you, Rick? If you wanted to mint some USDT, could you mint USDT without having a?
No, they have a handshake agreement with a set number of companies that you can mint as much USDC as you want. It's a lie, bro. In terms of L1s raising money and lying and this guy whistleblowing, bro, that's like one of millions of tokens that's going on in. It's like one of a million thing that's going on in crypto. I feel like Yeah, this is just what we expect from the market. This doesn't surprise me, bro.
It didn't surprise me. Sorry to jump in, Aris. It didn't surprise me, but the fact that this L1 is basically they know that they don't really have much of a use case or product value, and they started it and they don't want to stop now. I mean, the money's too good, I guess. But what worries me is that if L1s are doing this, what about the other layer twos and layer threes? Like, what are they doing?
They're all doing it. They're all doing it.
But the thing is about what you
What's
said
my
about,
faith, bro.
but the thing about you say like you being able to kind of mint USDT or USDT without having a backend, you like I can't mint that, you can't mint that. So it's gonna be like if you're minting because you have a handshake agreement, then whoever's the responsible for the USDT company, the company behind it, they are essentially backing it because they have assets. And then like we have Tether, who has an investment arm that's obviously investing in different things. Doesn't mean that
Bro.
all of their wait. Doesn't mean that all the entire treasury is backed 1-to-1 by, you know what I mean, one USDT to actual cash. It doesn't mean that necessarily. You know what I mean? But at the same time, one can make the same argument with the central banks. They keep printing money whatever the fuck they want, and then they will say, "Oh, we'll put some stuff on the balance sheet when the time is right." It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So if crypto's a scam, so is cash. Cash is also a scam. Let's just be real.
Yeah, he's got you in the head note there, Rick. I can't lie.
Obviously we digress a bit, but the whole point of Circle was to say that it's going to be pegged to $1, and now they're not pegged to $1. USDT said, "Hey, we might have reserves." That's different. They said we might have reserves. But anyway, yeah, hold tight L1s that are lying.
What?
Yeah, it's a mad world out here, bro.
Wait. Old tight L1s are actually doing what they said they're gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to shout out to the L1s that are actually doing what they're meant to do. They're meant to be doing. So shout out to them, man, fam. No, the ones that are doing fuck all, fam.
I beg you, plug me an L1 that's doing what everything they said they were meant to do.
Well, they also. But what I'm trying to say is that right now, like, we could put it this way: there are L1s that are quite mature in this space. Like, you can look at AVAX, you can look at Cardano. They're actually doing some. They're actually progressing along their roadmap. They're not raising funds anymore. You know what I mean? All they're doing, their market cap comes from the partnership that they make. So I'm telling you, this L1 that this guy's whistleblowing about is a relatively new L1. I'm telling you.
I mean,
it's probably
one of the reasons why it's definitely not Ripple is because, or XRP, is because it said once it launches, it will dip, and there's obviously something that's like
pending. I mean, Iris, what do you think? I want to hear your opinion.
Obviously, in crypto, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors behind the scenes. I worked in the industry for a while, so it's interesting to see from behind the curtain. I'm not really surprised. Is this happening? I mean, we don't really know what the illegal activity is, so I'll be interested to hear more details. But obviously, he's deliberately withheld that information. But I mean, you can obviously speculate as to what it could be. I just think that when it comes to any investment in crypto, you just have to make sure you do your due diligence. Nothing is obviously going to be completely safe, but there are obviously some safer plays than others. Make sure you take some risk off the table by keeping things that are safer, rotate your profits, and then, just try and be safe. That's all I can really say, to be honest. But let's have a look at the next confession.
Please.
I was hired to work on a crypto project I applied for multiple times. I was fired for arguing with my boss for something he caused and was blaming me for after 2 years of constant grinding. They don't know what they are doing. I have access to everything years later. The company hasn't progressed on their promises since I left. I probably won't do anything. But if times get hard enough, rug pending.
Ooh, is he trying to say he's gonna sell his bags and just crush everything? Is that what he's trying to say?
Either that, or he's trying to indicate that they might rug themselves if things get too hard.
Well, it's definitely it's definitely on the cards because it's 2 years past. I mean, 2+ years past, and then they haven't really progressed on anything. Then I'll be worried too if I'm invested in this project because there's usually like a euphoric stage with a new project. So let's say, for example, now a new project came out, IO. Everyone's wild. It's deep in, it's AI, it's decentralized GPU computing. And fast forward a year and a half later, if they don't do anything to stay on top of their game, someone else can just easily come in and take them off. So the same thing that's happening here. But yeah, I definitely see a rug pending still because when you're not progressing to your roadmap, people can smell it. Investors can smell the fear. They can smell BS eventually. Once they say, okay, you say you're going to do this, you haven't done it. So this is just wild, bro. I mean, this confession today has just been wild. I mean, like, it's definitely got me questioning some of these activities in crypto space, but it's nothing that I don't already know. But it's just that, I mean, this was more prevalent in the ICO phase, and I still feel like a lot of these companies still get through the road checks and then still be able to pull off useless projects. So I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's shocking because why not just deliver what you say you're gonna do? If the idea is not viable, it's just not viable. Fam. I mean, you have CEOs of current companies just doing madness to just keep their project alive. Why can't you just do something? Just do something. Do anything.
I think with this one though, they don't know why they don't know how to do what they say they're gonna do. That's the feeling I'm getting. Also,
then hire experts.
yeah, but your experts can't be arguing with you. You know, if a man says the variable is X and you say it's Y, you're getting fired. Like my man.
You think in startups you can't have ego. You have to put your ego to the side. You know,
There's a lot of people with a lot of ego.
There you go. That's what the issue
most
is.
ego, bro.
Trust me, I've met
Startups
some.
have the most ego because there's no HR rules. You get me? It's just everyone. It's like the Wild West. But what this guy's saying is, I still have access to everything. So if these guys launch and they make you some money, I'm in the rug, bro. How would you still have access to everything 2 years after you've left the company? These lot are slack.
Poor management, isn't it? That's what it is. Just poor
But
management.
that's happened recently though. We saw that something similar with obviously the pump fund thing. The guy left and
Yeah.
he still had like access and stuff. So it appears as though when these companies are small or when these projects are small, and a person leaves or is fired or whatever happens, there isn't really that sort of exit interview and handover period where you would go through that through a formal company. It's just kind of like, oh,
But-
you've gone, bye. And it's just left at that. So I'm not really surprised that this guy still has access to all of the main stuff.
But when we talk about inherent risk associated to a project, this is it. You know what I mean? I mean, not just like people just assume, oh, hackers are only down for hacker smart contract or drain on one fund. No, there is some inherent risk in your company where like you just probably not doing enough due diligence, not having the right the exit interview, the proper offboarding, making sure like you secure everything, whether it's the PKs, the access to all the infrastructure that the person is not meant to have, make sure it's revoked. It's just common sense, man. Like and I feel like just because you're a Web3 company and you're minted with a lot of cash or a lot of crypto doesn't mean you throw away common sense and you just throw in the bin. Honestly, it's just sad. It's just sad, which is why in the bear market when these crypto projects go down and show massive downside pressure, man, it's just it's wreckage time, man. It's wreckage.
Definitely. So welcome back to the pod. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anywhere else that you like to listen to your podcast. Leave a review. I'm waiting to see some of those reviews coming in. You guys are slacking. It's the bull market. We need to see some of these reviews coming. And we'll be looking at those very, very soon. Aside from that, what I want to know is Andrew Tate a real nigga? Real nigga Tate. RNT. Andrew Tate, is he the king of crypto right now? Yes or no? We'll get into the story in a short amount of time, but
That's jokes.
I want to hear from you guys because basically what's happening, if for those people who don't know, is Andrew Tate woke up one day and he said, you know what? These crypto guys are having too much fun. These guys in my university are having too much fun. These guys are being too much of a degen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back some of these existing coins that have kind of launched in my name and just be controversial and burn a bunch of money. So there was a couple of coins he's been backing. So there's one called RNT or Real Nigga Tate. There's another one called Daddy. And there's a few more as well. But with RNT, I think it was with RNT, he burned $37 million live. And with Daddy, yesterday, he burned 150 million, I believe. So, this guy's burning money like it's going out of fashion and sending things to the moon at the same time.
Well,
So, obviously, last week we were talking about the story with Iggy Azalea's mother, and that reached all-time highs of around 200 million. I think it's still in and around that region. And it took about maybe just over a week, maybe a couple of weeks to get there. And Daddy, which is kind of the response to that, which was a coin that Tate was backing, went to over 200 million and surpassed Iggy's coin Mother in only 3 days. So shows you the power of Tate. What do you guys make of that?
Bro, RNT, Real Nigga Tate and Daddy, I feel like was just, I don't want to say pumps, but bro, I feel like this guy is the biggest stud, man. Now, the reason why is because with RNT, the 31 or 37 million that he burnt, there was no way he could have sold that. So that 37 million was only worth what was in the liquidity pool, which would have been like 1 million, bro. But it looks better to say man burnt 37 million. Bruv, I don't know if you even seen this video of Tate when he did like a music video back in the day when he had hair. I'll have to plug you, man.
Sugar
Video. I don't know. He's like, have you seen my Bentley? Bro, cringe as hell. Listen, I respect 90% of the things this Don says, but there was no liquidity. There's not enough liquidity in RNT for him to take out that 37 million, and there wasn't enough liquidity in Daddy to take out the whatever he burnt yesterday. So it's all just like a great elaborate marketing tool, bruv. Do you know how much people must have jumped into the real world after this happened? Like, I can only imagine it was some crazy numbers.
Membership spiked for sure.
Let me, bro. I was out golfing with my friends, bro. Friends I haven't seen for months, some in years, and I'm just there in the corner, just like listening to the stream, saying, "Where's the alpha? Where's the alpha?" I was like, "You man, do your thing. I'm here listening to Tate to see if man's gonna say I'm back in Daddy." Do you know what I mean? So I can only imagine how many people actually jumped on, because when I looked at that stream, there was like 12, 13,000 people on it, and that was live. It's all a scam, bro.
Because
wait.
Is he making money from doing that?
Wait, you say it's all a scam, but guess what? People still invested. People still buying, fam. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, bro. I
be
bought
able
some
to
Daddy.
Of course. I didn't expect nothing less. I mean,
Made a little pump.
you said all crypto projects are a scam, bro. You still invest in it. I'm saying,
Yeah, bro.
But,
I live for the scam.
Don't say that out too loud. But point I'm trying to make it is like when I first heard this, I wasn't surprised, because to be honest, we should have front runner this stuff, because if Iggy can jump to this space and act like she's a crypto veteran, like just some of the stuff that she's just saying just annoys me, like just shows how much of a low IQ she has. She's questioning like, oh, what does Vitalik do with the gas fees? I'm like, but anyway, point I'm trying to make it, if celebrities who are, and I'm talking about not even like A-list celebrity, B-list, I'm talking about like them old crusted celebrities, like D-list, E-list, F-list ones, like Iggy, yeah. If they're jumping on and making dough, what do you think Andrew Tate's gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, and further that to that point, I feel like this is nothing. This is just the beginning. You know what I mean? That what he's doing, this him back and Daddy and Real Nigga Tate, that was just a trial run. I fully believe that, because one, he didn't have much control on the launch of it, so he can't like he didn't control the narrative as much as he would like to, but he wanted to see what influence he can have over this degenerate space, and we found out that, okay, cool, I have a lot of pull, because I do have a lot of students that follow me, and at the same time there are fans out there that actually follow me. So I think this is just a stepping stone to something bigger, and I think you guys already know this as well. So I just find it, like, I'm not shocked at all. I just find it very interesting, because like all this is happening for the altcoin market, like, rises, man. So what will happen when we have liquidity in the economy and people are going crazy, and Tate's actually releasing his own token and say, "Oh, it's back to my university," blah blah. So I think this is just a little trial run, and I'm looking forward to what's to come next. But yeah, I mean, Daddy token, Real Nigga token. I mean, if you got in nicely, congratulations. If you got in on a low market cap and then you're riding after the ball, hey, good for you, fam. But I would say thread carefully. So that's what I'm gonna say. Thread carefully.
I think that what Tate cares about is two things. One is his public image, and I think if you've watched his interviews before, if you've really understood what he said and really kind of just paid attention to him as a personality, he really, really cares about his public image and the integrity of his brand, because it's worth a lot. So the perception of what he's doing in terms of budding these tokens or whatever, it's definitely great for his brand, and that event alone has single-handedly driven a lot of students. I know people personally that obviously signed up to try and get some alpha or whatever for whatever he's planning next. The interesting thing is what does happen next. So obviously there's a lot of different things that might happen. But yeah, as Deji said, kind of just pay attention. The first few, I agree with Deji in that they weren't his launches. That's something you have to keep in mind. He didn't launch these tokens. People launched the tokens, they airdropped him tokens, and then he burned them basically when they became worth a lot of money. So with that, you get a lot of credibility for not dumping on people, at least from your public wallets. And yeah, I think that's worth a lot of money. So with the fact that he obviously has a big pool, and it's just not only reflected in those tokens, but in all the derivatives from on Pump Fund and stuff like that. He's like been the meta for like a week straight, maybe longer. There hasn't been a new like meta on like Pump Fund for a while, and I think he is definitely going to launch something. And when he does, I think that's going to be very, very interesting um, to see how he rolls that out, how he pushes it, and how much attention he gives it, basically. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll see Andrew Tate's token on some exchanges in the future.
That's
You never know.
But one more thing to think about though. So first of all, he did say that he's never gonna launch a token, and now he's gone back on his word. But I get it, bro.
360.
It makes sense when it makes sense,
Bro, when Iggy's coming here trying to act like she's a fucking crypto veteran, fam, what do you think he's gonna do, fam? Come on.
I hear that. Did you see as well that
And-
Iggy wanted to get Mother listed on the NYSE?
Like,
Oh,
dude,
I saw
like,
that. Yeah. She visited there.
Like, I mean, like, come on,
Idiot.
come on.
But
Anyway,
yeah, go on.
no, I was gonna say, further to that little point. So, and then one of the reasons why I said people should be very careful is if you don't do a little research into, I think, the Daddy token, there was a lot of insider activity in one of the top token holders. A lot of people accumulated those tokens before they start marketing it. So I just feel like he didn't do anything in terms of like rug pulling and selling the token of that drop. He burnt it. So if anything happens to the project, you can't say, "Oh, it's Andrew Tate's fault," because he didn't launch the token, and he said it on the stream as well. Like, if anything happens, you lose the money in those tokens, it has nothing to do with me. So be careful. He said that. So I just think it's just good to have this information because people will assume, "Oh yeah, Tate's run launch a token. I mean, I'm all in. I'm gonna pull 100 Solana in it, and then you might just end up losing everything." So it's good to like for our listeners to be careful when they invest in this tokens associated with real world and Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate included as well.
Yeah. So we were touching on Iggy earlier, and I wasn't even originally going to touch on this, but I think it makes sense since we're on the subject. But Iggy Azalea obviously has the mother token. She also is the owner of a telecommunications network. And she wants to use the mother token as a payment method for her phone network, effectively. So, yeah, what do you guys make of that move? Trying to add some real world utility to mother.
She's just trying to pump her bags. She's trying to pump her bags. She's trying to get the market cap to $1 billion plus, and she'll exit slowly. That's what she's trying to do. I don't believe in all this. Like, it's pure speculation, bro. There's some project that's come into this space pre-IPO phase, and they promise, "Oh, yeah, we got this telecommunication business. We want to allow you to use this token and that token to buy your data plan," and they rarely ever executed well. And Iggy has not shown me her being a D-list celebrity or E-list celebrity. She hasn't shown me that she had the capability to pull stuff like this off. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't just, "Oh yeah, yo, you bought this plan, send me this amount of mother tokens." So I think it's all a ploy to get to pump her bags. And I'll take a step further. She went to New York Stock Exchange to try and get mother listed. That you just got to show you how stupid she is. Because
I don't know if she actually tried to get it listed, but she
Or
went
she-
there. I think she went there more so for
Yeah, I was paraphrasing.
like marketing.
yeah, okay, cool. She went there for marketing, right? Trying to obviously blow it up, like, "Oh yeah, the guys, I'm trying to talk to these guys to see if you can get listed." Bro, like, they don't list meme coins. Like, what are you thinking? Like, and then if you're gonna do that, go show a meeting with you trying to meet with like top exchanges like KuCoin or freaking, I don't know, any other like top it's called centralized exchange or decentralized exchange that you can actually have a chance to get listed on. But it's just it's all a plot. We've seen this before. Remember the towards the tail end of the ICO bubble where like people was literally paying these celebrities to basically show the ICO that they're doing, and then eventually SEC coming after them. So it's pretty much gonna be the same thing. Like eventually they're gonna get an awards notice in about a year's time, and they're gonna have hell to pay. So yeah, good luck to Iggy and our mother tokens. That's all I have to say.
Do you think it will get listed on exchanges, Mother?
Which exchange? Binance?
Any exchange, centralized exchange. Like
to be honest, though,
top tier one.
Tier one. Okay, to be honest, Binance doesn't have that law that it used to have before. I mean, like if you're talking just listed on Binance, it will still send it. But before, pre like the previous bull runs were like if you're talking about listed on Binance, it could actually make or break your project. So it doesn't have that much attractiveness anymore. But at the same time, anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. I mean, I never thought Coinbase would list Shiba, and then now they listed Shiba, they listed Pepe, and then they'll probably list more meme coins in the future. So anything's possible. I won't sit here and say that it's not possible, because at the end of the day, it's all about profits at the end. If Coinbase really can make profit at the back of listing its tokens, they will list it, and so will Binance.
So, maddest thing, Mother is one of the longest surviving meme coins that has maintained this level of market cap. Obviously, it's been like a week and a half. But what I mean is, the market cap has been fairly consistent, and the community, bro, is only growing like exponentially. Like right now, there's like 18,600 people in this Telegram. Obviously, anything Iggy does is like direct contribution to like these people in this group. There's this bare memes around Iggy that you can do, like Mother has gat, Mother with gat. Like it's bro. Like every time somebody buys in this group, have you man seen the buy animation for Mother?
No, I haven't.
It's wild. It's wild.
Describe it for the people.
So for the people, it's a picture of Iggy's back in it, and it's looking mad. Every time someone buys, you just get a flash. It's just like, shit, buy the dip.
Yeah, and then wait, you get a flash in your share?
No, you get a flash in your Nash. Obviously, she's wearing clothes, but you see some Nash every time someone buys. It's mad.
They just got to show you what these creators will go through, the lens they will go through just to pump their bags. Hey, listen, I respect the hustle, fam. Like by all means, she's not making music anymore. Last music she made was in 2018. Like, yo, this is the new venture now,
brother. She's made more of this than she made in the entire music career.
I think you might be correct, but it won't go there right now.
I mean, she publicly said she owns 3%, so you can do the maths. I mean, she might have other wallets, but let's just take her word for it for now.
You know she has a wallet. She got a wallet in her kid's name. She got a wallet in her husband's name. She got a wallet in her cousin's name. She got a wallet in her nephew's name. Come on, man. Don't be this, bro. Anyway.
No, it's true.
Harris, true. What do you have to say about this whole Mother activity, bro? I want to hear your thoughts.
So, because she was fairly early on in terms of the celeb launches. I think she might have been like the third biggest one at the time, because you had Caitlyn Jenner, then you had maybe one or two others, and then it was Iggy. And then I just thought, a lot of these have just been pumps and dumps, basically. So I was looking at it, and I saw it as 7K. It came down to about 7K after the launch. It went up to double figures and came back down. And I was looking at it. It was nighttime. I don't really like trading at nighttime. So I was like, looking at it, I was like, is this going to hold or is this going to dump? And I was like, you know what? I'll revisit it tomorrow. Tomorrow came, it was like 14 million. I was like, I've missed the boat. Then that boat kept going. That boat went to 200 million, and I was like, jeez. But yeah, I don't feel too bad, because I know people that saw it at a much, much, much lower market cap. I even think there's people that I know that saw it on Pump Fun originally.
Harris, what about, so question I have for you, like, what about activities to our marketing abilities have been crazy. I just saw an article online about how she met with Bitcoin critic Kramer. And
she with Kramer. So during her New York Stock Exchange visit, she met with Kramer. She took videos and pics with him. She's done touring, podcasts with people.
She's touring.
Yeah, basically, she's good at publicity, and that was one of the reasons why I thought, you know what, that's why I was considering it, because I saw what she was doing. She was getting on Spaces. She was really engaged. She was retweeting. She kept on promoting it. It was a very different approach to the other celebrities in the space, and she actually looked like she cared about it, and that has since been proven correct. But where it goes from here is going to be interesting because obviously it's already a fairly decent market cap. What she has to do to get to the next marker, which is obviously like 500 million, then a billion, it's going to be interesting. So yeah, I'll be interested to see if she can.
Do you man think she's in it for the tech? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's one way of putting it.
Say no more.
But yes, so another interesting thing that's happened, and I was quite surprised about this, but not shocked, is that Solana surpasses Ethereum in 24-hour DEX volume. So Solana did about 2 billion, and Ethereum did 1.7 billion in 24 hours. What do you guys make of that?
The reason why this shocks me, is because I thought this happened time ago.
I know. I'm not really surprised. Like,
I
happened
thought
before.
Yeah, I thought Solana was being used more often than ETH right now. And obviously, being used more often doesn't mean it has a higher value because DJs are in the space. But
100%.
Yeah, I just thought that this is something that's happened a while ago. Like volume, I feel like I missed the boat. Then, like if there's been so much volume on Ethereum and it's been predominant over the last few months, I should be doing more stuff on the Ethereum blockchain.
But Solana surpassed it just yesterday in terms of that DEX volume. So does that mean there's more activity on Solana? I mean, there's always been activity on ETH. Easily.
Yeah, I hear you. But now I feel like the activity in Solana is like reduced. Like over the last week, I feel like there's less meme coins. There's less people messing around with Solana coins.
Okay, I think I have a speculation to that. I think the reason why that's happening is because I don't know if you guys noticed, right? When the GameStop Roaring Kitty came out, mind you, the trading volume was already on record high and it's still rising. When Roaring came out of retirement and started talking about his position again, GME, even more meme speculators came out. There was so many memes around like AMC, Roaring Kitty, GameStop, and everything, and then the DJs just kind of came out like literally full flood. And then when the post their Roaring Kitty live stream, and then it tanked and then still hasn't recovered. I saw that the volume of the DEX around Solana decreased. I think maybe people were a bit like apprehensive. And also the following week was going to be the FOMC, the Fed meeting where they increase or keep the rate interest the same. So I think leading to that there was some dumps. So I think when you see dumps happening in the kind of trickles down a little bit to the meme market, and I actually saw the daily trading volume went down like significantly. It went down by like I think 50+%. It was ridiculous. I think it was even 75%. But yeah, just an interesting little thing. Yeah, carry on, Eric.
Yeah, so for me, I just feel like was there a lot on the Ethereum blockchain that was like, obviously, we've been messing around with memes. Did I miss some Ethereum memes, or has Solana been winning the meme battle? I feel like it has been based on what I know, but I'm just thinking, damn, if it just crossed now, where I feel like things have quieted down a little on Solana side, what's Ethereum been doing? Or yeah, what have people been doing with Ethereum?
It's interesting that you mentioned that, Rick. I don't think you missed any big major ETH meme. Because if we did, we would have heard about it on CoinDesk or people would be talking about it on Twitter or something. So I don't think we missed anything. And to further that point, any new celebrity coming in trying to make a meme coin or trying to launch a coin for themselves, the natural state is to just go to a Solana. There's a high barrier for you to launch on Ethereum because it's easy to find a Solana dev than it is to find an Ethereum dev and then launch that kind of stuff.
Nah, there's still more Ethereum devs. Nah?
No, there's still more Ethereum dev, but it's easy for you to launch because of the fees, the cheaper fees. Yeah, that's what I mean. And not that there's a lot more of this ecosystem. But plan to make is at the end of the day, I'm not surprised by this news. I think Solana is the space now for degenerates to do degenerate things. And I think ETH.
But it's not just degens though, is it? Because we saw it, especially in the bear market, a lot of projects are moving there because of the lower fees.
Yeah.
A lot of devs are moving there. So it's not just degens. Obviously, degens are doing that too.
100%.
And they're getting most of the shine, but there are legitimate projects which are building on Solana and stuff.
For example, IO just came out. IO.net just came out on Solana as well. So there are obviously a mature projects that are launched on Solana. So I'm not surprised that Solana's inching a little bit above in terms of like DEX trading volume, but that doesn't mean it's a better platform than Ethereum. So it really doesn't mean nothing. Like it's not a wow. It doesn't mean like Solana's gonna flip Ethereum. No, it's not.
That was going to be the I was going to ask. Do you think in this market cycle Solana can flip Ethereum? I was doing the maths yesterday, and I think it would have to do about 5x roughly, 5-6x, something like that to flip Ethereum. Whilst obviously Ethereum stood still.
I don't see Solana does a 5x and Ethereum just doesn't do nothing. It's impossible. Ethereum is literally becoming that digital oil, like where you like people are taking or people are huddling the Ethereum. Obviously, Pompliano is different. He sold his Ethereum for Solana. That's his own. That's his own way. That's his own investing ethos. But people that are been a long-term investor in Ethereum, they're not gonna abandon Ethereum. It's more mature than ever, and it's always going to become better. So I just don't see, even if Solana gets his own ETF, it'll obviously have a legitimate case to flip Ethereum, but I just don't see it happening because Ethereum has to be literally grounded to alt for Solana to completely flip Ethereum. So,
well, that's if it stays the same. If people start to leave Ethereum, maybe they see it as being too clunky. Maybe they look at it and they say, it doesn't have as much upside.
Fair enough, but I can make the same exact case for Solana. Like, I know Solana's trying to be this best world machine and everything, but I can make the same case with Solana. Like, doesn't have as much robust infrastructure as compared to ETH. We don't get me talking about the downtime that Solana suffers from. So, yeah, like you can make the same case against ETH, same as for against Solana as well. So, that's just my 2 cents. Rick, what do you think?
So for Solana to flip ETH, Solana's value would have to go up by 6.2 times, which means what we at now, like 147, which means
that's literally 800 billion, is that?
Oh shit. Yeah, which means 147. Yeah, the value of a Solana would have to be like $908, and yeah, ETH would have to stay still. And I'm not gonna lie, Solana has loads of utility, loads of people love it. Strong in the space. But I haven't looked at the ETH Solana ratio in a while. But Solana's been outperforming Ethereum for like the last 12 months, bro. At least.
Yeah, of course.
I haven't checked it. Maybe there's been some micro points where Ethereum's outplayed Solana, especially with the ETF news, I'm sure. The ETH Sol ratio flipped. But Solana's been outperforming Ethereum. And I don't want to be that person that says, I don't think it would happen, because anything can happen, bro. Like we discussed last week, the top 10 from years ago isn't the top 10 that we have today. And the top 10 in 5 years
what is the consistent? What is the 5 years?
Yeah, it's BTC and ETH, but bro, remember there was a time where Ripple was number 2.
Bro, fuck off. Don't even mention Ripple in this statement, fam. Fuck off. Ripple is not even a contender here, fam. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anything about Ripple ETF. I don't want to hear none of that, fam.
I feel like we were having a conversation as XRP will flip ETH. This was a very real discussion. People were having.
It was a speculation. It was just speculation. People were speculating, fam, because no one really knows what's going to happen in this market. We don't know what Vitalik is up to. We don't know what the founders of Solana is up to. But we know what XRP is up to. They're up to no good. They're up to useless things. So I can tell you this now.
You say this.
Solana, XRP is 7. They're not going to flip Ethereum because you have to see a lot of dominoes falling on the wrong place for Ethereum for them to be literally maintain the current status, and Solana just flipping it back 6-7x. It's just a lot of things have to go wrong for Ethereum. Maybe Vitalik get kidnapped or something. Yeah, something like that has to happen.
I don't even think that would cause it though.
Oh, what do you think? Let me ask a question. Remember when this is 2017? Remember when this is crazy, yeah. Remember there's a small rumor about how Vitalik was passed away or something, and when I tell you the Ethereum flash crash was insane. I remember a flash crashing $4 or $5. This is like ICO numbers, man. And then at this time it was trading around like $200. For that to crash, all because of some fake news about
I remember that
Vitalik dying. It was crazy. And then Vitalik, the rumor was so strong that Vitalik had to came out and literally do a little. You have a little ICO pick, and you go like you put your name and your the date and the time and everything. You have to take a picture of it. That's what it took for things to kind of stabilize again, which is freaking crazy. But you have to take something like that, or maybe there was a massive security leak in the Ethereum ecosystem or something. It has to be something like that for for Solana
I
to
hate
flip Ethereum, man. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to monitor that. But I think regardless, I think Solana, this market cycle, has already performed well. And I think there's still room for it to grow. But yeah, it would definitely be interesting to see what happens later on in this cycle. But thanks for listening to the Crypto Flip podcast. And we'll see you in the next one next week. Until then, peace.